This is Roger with Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2005 Ford F250 crew cab short bed, 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive and it's a Lariat, which is leather. It is on a clear title. It has 101,800 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly out of the Bay Area, specifically San Jose. Like I said, it was a theft recovery. We bought from the insurance company there. And we got it to Tucson. We give it our little 2-hour inspection. We basically drive it. We check all the measurements. We put it up in the air, take the wheels off, inspect the undercarriage. It's about a 2-hour process. Video and photograph the whole inspection. In that inspection, we determined several things. Number one, it needed both door handles from theft damage. It needed a starter. It needed both batteries. Let's see, what else? It needed front brake pads, ignition, driver door lock cylinder was broken, obviously from the theft, so we had to replace that and the ignition. Rear shocks needed to be replaced. The power master switch, the master switch on the driver door needed to be replaced, the window switches. Let's see. The passenger rear door glass was broken, so we had to get that. That was used. We also determined it's got kind of loose floaty steering, which is very common when you've got a big lift and suspension like this. There's really nothing you can do about that unless you want to bring it back to specs. And even then, you still have to probably buy a steering box, which is a couple $100. It's just the way they are, okay? Also, we decided that we would do an EGR on this, preemptive. It's got a really pretty look to it, so we decided to take some of the scare out of it, and we did a bulletproof EGR. So it does have a bulletproof EGR cooler. We did that preemptively for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Cosmetically, whoever owned this decided that they would use white spray paint whenever they had any kind of chips or scrapes. It's fairly noticeable right here on the top of the fender, from like right here to here. Instead of, we tried to color sand that off. I don't know what happened. It looks like a bunch of little scratches were underneath it. It's close to the right color. I don't know why you wouldn't just buy touch-up paint. As you can see it, you really can't tell. My brother will take this out for about 60, probably 80 on this one, HD pictures. And you'll have a little magnifying glass that's in there that you can click on that will be able to zoom in on things really well. We did notice on this bed, gosh, at the right angle, it's really good work. I think it was like right here. It looked like somebody has done some paint work right in this area, but right now I can't see it, so that ought to tell you a little bit about the work they did. I don't know why I can't see it right now. I guess it was at the perfect angle before, but it's my job to make sure that I give you as much information as possible on these vehicles, so that the right vehicle ends up in the right hands, and that people are happy with what they bought. It's got a nice spare, got tow package. There are the rear Pro Comp shocks we replaced. With some touch-up, a little bit of like this type of touch-up, just regular touch-up, the stuff they should have done on that fender. You will be able to see this truck as we bought it, before it even left San Jose. There will be 4 pictures before pictures, and it really pretty much looks the same as this, aside from I think that window is broken out in the passenger rear. Chips there. Like right here, you can see where he tried to paint the moldings. There's a Ford stamp there. Right there. New battery here. Ford stamp right there. Stickers where they belong. There's the Ford stamp there. Ford stamp there. New battery on this side. Those Ford stamps are important because they'll tell you, I forgot to unlock doors. They will tell you that nothing's been replaced on this truck. As far as body parts, it hasn't been in a wreck. When they wreck them, they don't put Ford fenders and Ford core supports on. They're way too expensive. So when you see those Ford stamps on the core support and on the fenders, that's a good thing. Passenger rear window. The rear seat looks fantastic. Pretty truck. With the EGR, I'm taking the there it is. Seat forward, seat back, seat down, seat up. Rear tilt up, rear tilt down, front tilt up, front tilt down. That looks great. A little bit of dye wearing away on the outside of the seats, but other than that, it looks good. It's actually in very good shape cosmetically. You know, I did see something on the carpet back there. Yeah, it looks like at some point somebody spilled something in this thing. Like I said, I'm trying to, my goal here is to have a vehicle show up, especially pay by wire and ship, that is not a surprise. I was told that that mirror, driver mirror, does not work. They're $129 if you want us to, or you can just use your arm and stick it out the window and do it the old school way. Sort of like parking sensors, just a tremendous waste of money. Driver's side mirrors are. If you want, we'll use our deal and we'll install it for you for $129. We'll put one on. We did a little bit of repair. I can see there's a filler from here to here. Our mobile repair guy comes in, so it was probably torn right on that seam. Let's see, it has adjustable pedals, that's up and down. Verify that that mirror doesn't work. Yeah, that mirror doesn't work. The outside passenger side, that's out, in, up, down. That does work. Driver's seat forward, back, whole seat down, whole seat up, front tilt up, front tilt down, rear tilt down, rear tilt up. That works fine. Alright, let's get in here. Alright. Seatbelt on. Alright. Radio works manually. Try this. There's the volume up. Use the steering controls. Change the station using the steering controls. Radio works fine. 6-disc changer. Air conditioning manually. That works fine. Let's try the fan using the steering controls. And temperature up, temperature down. So everything works in the steering controls. Got a rear sliding window. It's getting tired, but it still works. Those things are notorious for wearing out. Let's see. There's your tow haul on and off. That's me doing that. There you go. What else? Tilt wheel. Yeah, works fine. Just tilted that down. Let's see. Setup. Let's go for a system check here. We've had this thing running for about an hour. So there you go. There it is. 101,772 miles. All right, I'm going to put it in neutral and put it in 4 low. Put it in drive. Put it in reverse. I'm going to back up to that Hummer there and make sure that the parking sensors work. There's your parking sensors working. All right, pull forward here a little bit. All right, neutral. Go to 4 high. Now we're 4 high. Drive. And reverse. Perfect. Now to neutral. Put it in 2-wheel drive. Let's go for a ride. All right. So what we have basically is we've got a driver mirror that doesn't work. If you want to add $129, we'll install it for you. If not, just reach your arm out the window. It's got a brand new EGR cooler by Bulletproof. That's your EGR issue handled. We already did that. My guy's telling me that the front end's a little floaty, but honestly, for a lift like this with big wide tires and on this horrible road that we have, this thing's got gigantic potholes in it. It's really not too bad. It's a little floaty. There's a little bit of play. You know, they made fun of that on Top Gear, a brand new Lightning truck. They took one out and it had 3 or 4 inches of play either way in it, in a brand new truck. So it's sort of a Ford thing. And when you do this to it, lift it, put gigantic tires on it, you're going to get that. Tire noise isn't too bad for having the giant tires on it. Anyway, if you come to Tucson, you're going to pay tax and license, dock fee. Also, dock fee is $250. Tax is 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3%, you're going to pay 5% tax plus a $250 dock fee. If your state tax rate is 7%, you're going to pay 9% tax and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. Deposit. Please get your deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the vehicle, wheelkinetics.com, and it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. The last thing I'm going to say, I say this about every single one of our vehicles, whether it's Dennis's M3 or my Acura, or any of these vehicles that we have on our property here, even that Gator, they're out of warranty, okay? They're out of warranty. We do not have any more knowledge than the people who built it have. The people who built this truck, who designed this truck, gave it X amount of miles and X amount of years for warranty because they couldn't tell you what was going to happen after a certain number of years or miles. If they don't know, there's no chance that we can know, okay? So please, let's keep this real here. There's risk involved in buying this truck. We have taken a lot of the risk out with the EGR, but it doesn't mean an injector's not going to go out. It doesn't mean air conditioning or a window motor or something. So if you're not into risk, please make sure that you do not buy this vehicle. Okay, you need to go buy a new one and lift it, and that'd be about $65,000 or $70,000 for a Lariat these days. Otherwise, please consider that some of the risk you're taking may entail a repair at some point. We've given you as much as we can give you, from magnifying glasses to a copy of the title to HD pictures to 15-minute video to what's wrong that we know of, everything we know. All right, so that's about it. Thank you very much for your time.